To all the men who learned how to love themselves late in life, how did you guys do it? I finally moved out and lived by myself. I got a job in Austin, Texas, far away from family. I met a whole new group of people who did not know me and treated me very well. One random phone call from home after living by myself for a few months. A 10-minute phone conversation with family and left me feeling bad in my chest, and my mind was tightening up on me. I realized that tightness in my chest was my default mode from living back home. I was always on guard for fear of being attacked emotionally and being put down. I realized that by taking myself out of my current environment and moving elsewhere gave me room to grow and reflect on who I really am inside and treating myself better. I used to treat myself so harshly and berate myself for making mistakes and not being better. I realized it was from a lifetime of being put down. Conclusion: make some space and time for yourself to be alone and discover yourself. Moving away sometimes can have this effect like it did on me. I did that, actually. I'm from Michigan and I ended up moving to Oakland to take a job that paid about 5 times what I was making at the time. It was a hard experience. I worked a job that I hated, which constantly triggered my PTSD, anxiety, and depression. I realized that I was suicidal and was able to get some help with that. Towards the end of my stay there, I got on some meds, and I was filled that I accomplished what I set out to do there. I've since moved back home. I realize big cities and me simply don't mix. Oakland and San Francisco both have a claustrophobic. My dream is to move to either North or South Dakota. Someplace open with lots of space. Getting there is the hard part. It doesn't help that I'm living with my parents right now. I'm getting my life back together, but I've only realized recently how much I don't like myself despite the changes I've made and the painful corners I've been able to turn thus far. I know that I'll never be okay with myself until I learn how to love myself. I'm not there yet. Jesus fucking same, man. The morning after I moved away from my hometown to a larger city in the next county over, I woke up with a sense of relief that I'd never had before. My anxiety had gone from a Chernobyl meltdown level to a moderate, relatively manageable level. I could finally take a deep breath. I wasn't in my parents' fishbowl anymore. They couldn't conveniently burst into my bedroom or my trailer down the road whenever they wanted. They'd have to go an hour out of their way to maybe encounter my roommate in addition to me. I chose a work schedule at my new job where my weekends were weekdays, so I had a convenient excuse not to go home, even though I didn't even recognize how toxic my family was. I did it somewhat guiltily, but the sense of self-protection overrode that guilt. When I did visit home occasionally, I felt like dark storm clouds always descended on my mind the closer I got to home, and as soon as I pulled into the driveway, I felt like leaving. I kept my visits under 2 hours, even though they urged me to stay longer. At some point, months later, when I visited over the holidays, my dad threw a temper tantrum at me, and I realized that this is what I had been protecting myself from, a verbally and emotionally abusive parent who pulverized my sense of self and my dignity every day of my life. I went very low contact right after that, and then no contact. It's been 5 years of no contact now, and it's the best decision I've ever made. Here is what I did. First, I set the mindset of make future me proud of current me. This thought process allows me to make the right decisions for a future, happier me. I can either ignore making dinner and go get fast food, or I can make dinner, have leftovers, and tomorrow me will be happier with a good lunch and be more satisfied with a healthier dinner and lunch. I can either do all the dishes now, so tomorrow me can actually have a weekend from start to finish. Diet and exercise. I know that this is repeated a lot, but that's because it's so true. Working out or walking a few miles makes you feel good. Eating healthier meals just makes yourself feel proud of making good decisions. Find a positive environment with a repeatable hobby with a group of people. It doesn't have to be in real life. It doesn't have to be anything constructive or practical. Finding a group of people to play Apex Legends with was just a lot of fun for me. And being able to talk mindlessness during COVID was awesome. It allowed me to take a break from work and life, to get together with these online acquaintances, and have fun shooting other strangers. They were happy to see me, they enjoyed failing with me, and the few times we succeeded in getting first, we celebrated together. Board games with a real life group of friends is the same way. Lastly, and I know this will probably be the more controversial, but go to bed early. Nothing is more satisfying than actually getting good sleep. Staying up late, alone, in the darkness with no one having expectations is some internet hyperbole. Yeah, getting good sleep and waking up early to handle your SHT is much more satisfying. And people who work in the morning, like cashiers, baristas, grocers, are just happier people. Nothing has fucked up their day yet. It's a much calmer, nicer world in the morning before dickheads get up. That's good advice. I've been on a basic diet for the last year after my emotionally abusive ex, and I broke up. Lost 50 pounds that way. The issue is that on days that I'm not in a good mood, exercise just makes me angrier. And when I get angry, I typically take it out on myself. I had group of friends like that, but I think politics got in the way and pissed in the proverbial punch bowl. I have a new online group I have been chatting with. We'll see how long that lasts. It's difficult for me to maintain long-term friendships because it's too easy to keep things inside and to not reach out to people when I need help. It's something I need to work on. Another big issue is the sleep thing. I have ADHD, lucky enough to have meds for it, but that doesn't fix everything, and going to bed early is profoundly difficult. Not an excuse, just a fact, and I also have severe sleep apnea. I have a PAP, and I use it regularly. It helps, but I'm not waking up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I need to see a doc about that one. Thanks for the advice. I appreciate it. What helped me was having people in my life who genuinely appreciate me and actively encourage me, rather than reactively shutting down my self-deprecation. This paved the way for me to make the most out of therapy and have a genuine breakthrough. For the first time in my life, I was able to look myself in the eye in the mirror and not only tell myself that I'm good enough, but that I'm awesome. Create in your mind a character in as much detail as possible who you would like to be before you die. Become a low resolution version of that person, as high resolution as you can manage. Every day move into a higher clarity version of that character. For me this had almost instant results. I got physically fit, which is also great for mental health. I changed jobs and moved out of a toxic project management environment into something with an easier pace and a better flow of work, where I'm in control of the outcome and not dependent on trying to manage third parties who don't give a SHT. How people are successful at project management is something which amazes me. It's like herding cats. Most importantly though, I stopped looking to other people to make me happy and started to invest in myself. My marriage turned fairly loveless as we both drifted apart quite quickly, and on reflection I think I saw one of my ex-wife's functions as to validate me and make me happy, which is actually quite entitled of me. So now I look to myself and have tried to work on the parts of me which were screwed up. I quit drinking, which was making me miserable. I practiced being in the moment. I got help for my anxiety, and I started doing things for other people, most notably my 2 children. I have a girlfriend because I like her company, but I don't expect her to do anything for me other than tolerate me, right? By realizing no one else is gonna do SHT for you or love you the exact way you want them to because everybody is going through their own lives. That being said, you should too. Be alone and learn how to do things for you. Learn how to take care of yourself fully, dude. Fucking take care of yourself and master that SHT, because we were not put on this earth to fall in love. We are here to live, and all you have to live is yourself, your body, your mind. All you got is you, so why the FCK would you love someone else more than yourself? When you die, do you want to be questioning yourself if you made the other person's life worth it or yours? We only have one life, that's all they give us to do it. You can bullshit your way through it. Be honest with yourself. Make yourself happy in the moment. If you are feeling sad and depressed, just think, what will make me happy right now? What do I want right now that would make me happy? And fucking do it, because you will die. You are not invincible, and you will never know the day you die. Live this SHT up, because you can't FCK, smoke weed, eat, whatever the FCK floats your boat, when you can't use your body anymore because you're dead. I'm 32, and having a breakthrough now. For me, dating and sex was my vice/drug of choice. I couldn't get enough attention to cover up my insecurities. It spiraled to some pretty dark places and resulted in a lot of pain, heartbreak, self-abuse and self-loathing. I'm currently seeing a therapist regularly, joined a men's group, taking a martial art and meditating consistently. These things have helped me start to be more honorable in my own eyes. I've also found some creative outlets for me like painting and woodworking. Took a couple breathwork classes that helped me go inside myself and face some of my demons. But the biggest thing that is helping me now is practicing celibacy and semen retention. It's given me the energy to put back into my career and given me the clarity to bring things and people that matter most to me to the forefront. All of these things have helped me be more honest with myself and others. Underneath all of the labels that have been stuck on you throughout your life, you are pure love and light. Good luck on your journey. Thanks for watching Tales of Reddit. I hope you had a wonderful time. Please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And don't forget to subscribe.